Station. This is Houston. Are you ready for the event?
Houston Station, I am ready for the event. Good afternoon, CNN. This is Tim Peake on board the International Space Station. I hear you loud and clear. You know, there's been many inspirations throughout my career, and yes, as a small boy, I looked up to the stars and often wondered about our place in the universe and the solar system, and was fascinated by space. And then as a teenager, it was a passion for aviation that took over, and the first time I ever sat in a glider, I knew I wanted to be a pilot, and I was just very fortunate that I was able to fulfill my dream of becoming a pilot. And then later in life, of course, having worked my way up to being a test pilot, I found myself in the right time, the right place. I had the qualifications that the European Space Agency were looking for, and I was able to fulfill that early boyhood dream of becoming an astronaut. You know, the most important thing is being a good team player and finding your place in that team. And I'm going to do a somersault like you asked me to whilst you ask me the next question.
Excellent. Good. Because I want to know, beyond weightlessness and proving that yet again, what was the most important scientific experiment you conducted, or the contribution to science that you've made?
You know, it's very hard to kind of pin it down to one most important experiment. There's been over 250 experiments during Expedition 46 and 47. Some of the most enjoyable experiments are certainly the more hands-on for the astronauts. For example, airway monitoring, where we used our own airlock that we normally use for spacewalking. We used it as a hyperbaric chamber so that we could reduce the pressure in our lungs and investigate airway inflammation. That was quite exciting. Also, we've done some flame combustion experiments up here which are exciting. There's a lot of medical research going on in microgravity at the moment, growing things like protein crystals. I think that's fascinating research and will have huge benefits for people back on Earth. So really the science falls into many categories. As a pilot and somebody who's always interested in technology, you know, some of the stuff we're doing with metal alloys and composite materials in our furnaces as well, investigating new materials that are stronger and lighter and will benefit, for example, our aviation industry. That's very exciting to me as well. Well, you know, the space station has still got an exciting lifetime, at least till 2024, and there's so much still to learn in microgravity. But I'm excited to be looking forward into the mid to late 20s. I would like to see us return to the moon. I think that there's an awful lot that we can learn in terms of having lunar exploration missions and having a permanent lunar habitat, which will help us as a stepping stone onto a Mars mission, which has to be the real near-term goal for human spaceflight and exploration.